Hey everybody, I am here today with CFO, COO Jeff Roll. We're going to talk a little bit about the abundance of projects happening on all of our different campuses at the beginning of this year, as well as where we're looking for the rest of this year and into the future. So thanks for coming in, appreciate it. Yeah. I'll say campuses look absolutely amazing. I was wondering how it was all going to come together right there at the end, but it always does. Melvin always says.
Yep, Melvin came right up to the line, and he's still working hard. We have a lot of projects still going on, but they're finishing up. A lot of them are finishing up. Probably the biggest one that we just completed was Schultz Hall. That turned out amazing. Our architect, actually, it's one of his favorite projects he's done on campus with us, which is saying a lot since he's done a lot of really great projects. But now that that's finished, we completely did the entire Bowles Mall walkways and courtyard, and basically just provided more seating opportunities for students. And if you had been around that area, you've noticed that the concrete was starting to fail. So we reinforced with 6 inches of concrete.
Right.
All pathways were redone, so hopefully they'll never crack or have problems for as long as we're here.
And they're wider too, right?
Yes. Some of them were widened, especially going to the CFI, so they can handle more traffic flow. Now that we're finishing up that one, the next courtyard project will be the Bowles Mall project, which is right outside Gooding Gallery. Okay. Right now, that's kind of cordoned off for the girls' dorm project. There, it's a lay-down area, but once that's completed, hopefully next summer we can redesign that entire courtyard, do the same things, provide some additional student seating areas and beautification, and that should be a nice addition also.
Yeah. I think, one of the things that many of you might not know is that, if you have a project like the CFI, we have a project manager that is coming through and doing it. But for most of the projects that we're doing on campus that are smaller scale, the project manager are Jeff and Melvin. And
Correct.
Help them understand a little bit. Obviously we've got Carol and her team doing a great job fundraising as much as they can for support these projects. But what does it look like for each one of these of what you, Melvin, your teams are doing?
Yeah, good question. So basically, yes, any major construction project where we hire a contractor, that's typically run by them. Melvin and I support them, make sure that they're doing everything proper on campus. We just kind of keep an eye on them, but they are in charge of the day-to-day construction. The smaller projects are that we run through our capital budget, which would include the malls or the Bowles Mall project and Schultz, the Schultz Courtyard. That's basically kind of run through Melvin. Melvin has a network of subcontractors that we rely on a lot, and so between Melvin and the subcontractors, we're able to save a lot of money from not having to hire a general contractor. So a lot of those projects that we can do by ourselves, we will do it. It saves us a lot of money, and it allows Carol, Tyler, and the advancement team to focus more in on those larger projects.
Right. Yeah, and I appreciate that, especially the saving money piece. But I think it's really important for people out there to understand is behind the scenes of all of these projects, each and every one, because we're not using a project manager and we're saving money, somebody has to do that, and they have to do it really well. And that ends up being you and Melvin and your teams. And I just want to say thank you. I know that you guys, especially as the start of school is approaching, you guys are really burning it on both ends.
Yeah. Every summer I keep telling Melvin we're going to give him a nice summer, and then every summer we load up with 100 projects. So next year we're going to shoot for it, but
it's not
when the iron strikes, you got to take advantage of it. But hopefully we can give Melvin and his team a little bit of a break in the future years of just focusing on the maintenance part of it.
Right.
A lot of people don't understand that we use Airmark and Melvin for maintenance, custodial, grounds, and building maintenance, but we're able to utilize them in so much more ways that definitely saves the school some money. But and it's great because Airmark and Melvin and his team take so much pride in the school, and you can see it every day when you walk around. So it's kind of a win-win.
No, we appreciate it. I mean, I think it's when you look at how all of the campuses have been transformed, over the past, say 10 years, They are beautiful, and it's not that they weren't beautiful before, but it's taking the time to do those little projects. And you guys, I will compliment you. You do them. If we're going to do them, you do them well.
Yeah.
And that means they might be a little bit more time consuming, but I think that plays right into something that I love about bowls, which is if we're going to go in, we're going all in, and let's do it to the best of our ability.
Yeah, it's definitely Melvin and I are really big on attention to detail. And so, when people come in and they, the first thing that they do is say how, amazing the campus looks.
Obviously we have a lot going on here, especially with the baseball complex. What do we have going on at our other campuses?
At Bartram, we have North Hall that we're hoping to get some traction on this year. That's about a $4 million renovation of the existing structure. It would provide robotics, band, chorus, art, multi-use rooms to the campus that's much needed. So we're really hoping to get some traction on that one. The other big project that we're trying to that's on the master plan that we're trying to get going is a new academic building over behind Ulmer Hall. So that's another project that's in the hopper that we're hoping to get some movement on. Ponte Vedra, it had the tree house and some of the other playground improvements over the last year.
Those look awesome.
Yeah, so we think that Ponte Vedra's in pretty good shape, and almost all the master plan projects that were for Ponte Vedra are complete.
So, and then the Whitehurst multipurpose building. I'm trying to go through. So you might not know out there in video land, but there's a campus master plan that was developed 2016. I want to say 15, 16, and we have steadily been chipping away at that. And that was designed by the board and the administrative team to set the vision for what the campus was going to look like over this time period. And we're almost reaching a point where we're completing everything, or we've decided that we did something else that replaced what was necessary.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you can almost complete a full master plan, that's pretty impressive. Because I think in that master plan, I think originally it was $50 million, but in today's dollars, it was well over $100 million. So, to be able to do almost all those projects, and we're circling back around to try to get those last few projects in there, and we're hoping to do it all.
We're going to get it done. We're going to nail it. All right. Really appreciate it. If you haven't been to campus, any of the campuses, come by and see them. They look absolutely awesome. Tons of student energy, tons of faculty and staff energy as we start up the 2025-26 school year. The future's bright for Bowles. We're super excited about it. And just thank you and your team. Thanks to Melvin and his team, and thanks to everybody out there for all that you do.